Bedtime Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen one from Sticky the Kitty series. The title is Daphne Comes to Town. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Chuck Hawley. And the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Max Marcel. Now, Sticky has found a cardboard box with holes in it and a paw sticking out. Shall we read and find out what happens? Sticky the Kitty, Daphne Comes to Town. One day, Mom and Dad took Sadie to school. When they came home, they had a cardboard box with holes cut in the top. We didn't know what it was. Was it a surprise? Was it treats? We couldn't wait to open it. I went to sniff the box. It must be treats. Just then, a white paw poked through the hole in the box and swatted my nose. This was no treat. We all slowly leaned closer to the box, and then everybody jumped away. It made a noise. It had swatted my nose, and now it noised at us. We were sure this was no treat. When I looked back at the box, there it was, right in my face. It was another dog, but this dog was prettier than the other dogs. It had pretty green eyes and soft, shiny grey and white fur. It had perky little ears on top of its perfectly shaped head, but one ear was flat on top and the other was pointy. It stared right into my eyes. "Who are you?" the dog asked. "I'm Sticky. Who are you?" I answered. The dog looked around the room with a raised eyebrow. It looked at JoJo. It looked at Stewie. It looked at Sadie. And then it looked back at me. "Why are we here with all of these dogs?" I looked at everyone else. We were confused. "Because when your box opened, it was in our house," I asked. "Are you a boy dog or a girl dog?" I asked the new dog. "Excuse me, I am not a dog. I am a cat, like you. And I am a girl cat. My name is Daphne." "What's a cat?" I asked. "You are a cat. I am a cat. And those others over there are dogs," she said as she laid down in her box. "Now close my lid and take me back." "Take you back where?" I asked. "To the place where I was dropped off. My family will be looking for me, and I can't wait here with all of these dogs." I whispered to JoJo. "What's she talking about, JoJo?" "Well, it sounds like Mom and Dad adopted her from the shelter where Sadie does her school." "It was a mistake," she yelled from inside the box. "What's a shelter?" I asked JoJo. "A shelter is a place where animals who have gotten lost or have no home to go to hopefully be adopted." "I have a home," came loudly from inside the box. I peeked over the top of the box and slowly looked inside. She was lying flat on the bottom, staring at the wall of the box. "Did you get lost?" I asked. "No, I was dropped off at the pet hotel when my family went on holiday and they just haven't come back yet. So take me back now so I can wait for them there." pulled the rest of us aside. If the shelter let Mom and Dad adopt her, her family isn't coming back for her, JoJo told us. That means she is going to be living here. Let's give her some time and let's all try to make her as comfortable as possible. She sat in her box for most of the day. Every once in a while, I would poke my head over and look in. Do you need anything? I'd ask. To go home or to not be here, she would mumble while she just stared at the wall of her box. So I would leave her alone. We dropped toys in her box. Nothing. We dropped a blanket in her box. Nothing. Sadie dropped some food in there. Nothing. She just wouldn't come out, so we left her alone. Later that night, we all sat around JoJo. When will she come out, JoJo? I asked. Well, Sticky, she's sad, and you can't hurry sad. Sad ends when you're done being sad. Let's just give her some time. She's lost her family, like you did, like Sadie did. When she's ready, she will come out, and we will make her part of our family. Until then, we have to be patient. You can't hurry sad. So we waited. Days went by. Every day I would ask her if she wanted to play, and every day she would say, "No, Sticky." Dad would put food in her box, and sometimes we would see her coming from the bathroom, but for most part, she just stayed in her box. Until one day, I walked by her box and asked, "Do you want to play, Daphne?" I expected to hear, "No, Sticky," but not this time. She poked her head out and said, "What are you playing, Sticky?" I was excited. "We can play anything you want, Daphne." "Can we just sit, Sticky?" she asked. "Sure, Daphne." We plopped down in my favourite spot, right on top of the couch. Daphne stared out the window. "Are you still sad, Daphne?" I asked. "I am, but I don't want to be sad anymore," Daphne said. "Well, you can't hurry sad," I told her. Her eyes got teary. "I don't think my family is coming back, and I miss them. But I hear you and your family laughing and having fun, and I've been thinking, maybe that doesn't sound so bad. I don't want to be sad anymore." "I'm sorry, Daphne. I bet you do miss them. I know we're a bunch of dogs, but we have a lot of fun and our family is pretty cool. You'll see," I told her as I held her paw. "You're not a dog, Sticky," Daphne said through her teary eyes. "Okay, Daphne," I said, smiling. We just sat for a while, letting her sad go away. It took some time, but little by little, her sad did go away, and slowly Daphne began to feel like she was part of our family. One day, I saw her sleeping on the couch with us, way on the other side, but still on the couch. And then one day, she was a little closer, and pretty soon she was sleeping on our big pile. Imagine that, Daphne in a big pile of dogs. Her sad seemed to go away a little bit more every day. Some days she didn't feel like playing, so we would sit. staring out the big window and just letting her sad go away. And some days all we did was play. Every day was different, but every day got a little bit better. She's been here for a while now, and I know she still misses her old family, but I think she really likes her new family. She laughs a lot and she even sings. She looks like she's pretty good at it. I learned a big lesson that day. You can't hurry sad. Sad ends when you're done being sad, but it will end. Sometimes it just takes some time. Daphne is our sister now, and we wouldn't want it any other way. She still tries to tell me I'm not a dog though. Okay, Daphne. Oh, what a wonderful, caring story that was. Daphne was left at the shelter, but she was also very lucky to be adopted by Sticky's mom and dad into a new family home. She wasn't very happy at first, but just as JoJo said, she needs time to settle and time for those sad feelings to go away. And that's just what they gave her. And Daphne did settle. She joined them all on their pile. But as for Sticky, well, he still thinks he's a dog. I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye.